Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way.
I think Pavel Nedved's going to have a starring role here, Peter. Being two-footed, he can operate both as a traditional and as an inverted winger, so he always offers you that option, hugging the line or coming inside.
Very versatile, isn't he?
Yeah, and then there's that trademark run from deep.
So the defence are going to have their hands full.
You can say that again.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Hullet.
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Rummenigge, and this is Messi. He's going for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's heaved it away. Maldini. Oh, important interception. And he's quick to get it clear again. Messi. Pirlo.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's a sharp little ball here, and that could set him on his way. And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Lahm. It's Pirlo. And here's Haaland. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Lahm kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pirlo. Haaland. Oh, good spread. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Bergomi looking to run onto it. And it's Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Haaland. Not the most accurate pass. Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice control. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Gattuso. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Melbourne City are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Quality ball. Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Maldini spots it and intercepts. Bellingham. And the counter is on.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Rummenigge looking to add to his goal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
And here's Nedved. He's got away.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
And it's Rodri. And this is Nedved. He's had a shot! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
That is a great pick out. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Haaland. Messi. Nedved. Rodri. And it's Nedved. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Melbourne City really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Signore e signori, è il momento dell'estrazione di oggi. Tenete a portata di mano i biglietti ricevuti all'ingresso.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Looking for the run, and this is Hullet. Up he goes! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. He watched it all the way, and the finish will... And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Signore e signori, chiunque abbia parcheggiato l'auto sulla strada all'esterno dello stadio
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Messi. Now it's Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lahm. And that's put paid to a promising move. In with the challenge. Looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic. Maldini. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pressing high and with purpose. Lahm. Oh, Red, nice interception. And the counter is on. And it's Messi.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Goes forward. Haaland might just make this. Lahm. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's managed to get free. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rummenigge.
Melbourne City are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be... Chance! Leicester gets it away. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's a fine interception. Rummenigge. And it's Pirlo. That pass has been well intercepted. Rummenigge is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Rummenigge! He'll want to be quick to recover this. And he's quick to get it clear again. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Gattuso. Melbourne City looking to pass their way through. Messi, very much a man of this moment. That's beautifully weighted. Gattuso. Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Lahm. Lahm plays it in. Ferdinand attempts a clearance. Roberto Baggio. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieri. Check, gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Gattuso. Rummenigge. Oh, that's neat. And the shot! Off the post!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the shot!
Rummenigge really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to...
And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
And it's Ferdinand. Ferdinand. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's going to have his name taken. Swings in across. Great defending, strong and determined. And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Roberto Baggio. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Vieri driving forward. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Nesta. He's given the time to pick a pass. He's had it taken off him. No breakthrough, and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And that's an excellent interception. It's a goal kick.
Substitution on the field, number 10.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Rtd1, coming on the field, number 17, Hazard.
Haaland.
Number 6,
Nedved.
Substitutions taking place.
Melbourne City perhaps contemplating their next change here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Decent chance!
Well, there's the clearance. Lam. Gattuso. Now it's Haaland. And here's Azar. Little pass back. Rolls it backwards.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Nedved. Bellingham. Chance here to counter. And it's Maldini. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Searching pass he's played there. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Not the most accurate pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Vieira. And that's a dangerous ball. It's Vieira! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary.
Substitution on the field. Number 14, Johan
And
Cruyff.
it's Maldini.
Number 8,
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Gattuso. Coming on the field.
Well, the
number
moans and groans
18,
from the stands now are very audible.
Number 25,
Bale
Rijkaard.
showing good feet. Bale going face to face with his great rival. He's free, he has got space. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Van Dijk cannot be beaten that easily. Nedved. Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. That's tidy. And it's Bellingham. And this is Son Heung-min. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's had it nicked away. Seedorf. Scholes.
2
minutes to be added on.
indicated.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, super ball. Chance for a shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everyone, and
stadium,
welcome
and the
to
players on the
Old
pitch
Trafford.
are raring to go any minute now. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Gerrard. And it's Owen. Owen ploughing through the middle. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Gerrard. Ernest. Could be danger here. Owen with the delivery. Goes for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And the counter is on. Oh, no joy this time. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Gattuso. Look at the space here. Takes a shot! And he hits the net. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Passes short and sharp. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Quality ball. Haaland is herring after that one. Conte. Lahm kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. This looks promising, and this is Messi. Oh, nice touch. Now that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Manchester United clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rummenigge. And it's Lahm. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nice interception, well timed. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Owen going full tilt down the left. And it's Owen. Manchester United looking to pass their way through. Fired deep. He's got full. Didn't quite get enough on that.
Look, the defending wasn't too clever on that last chance. The cross had to be denied.
Ferdinand. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Haaland. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. Ah, such a clever touch.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's a fine challenge. Gerrard. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he decides to cross it. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. Melbourne City get the ball rolling for the second period. Gattuso. Cruyff. Lahm plays it in. Cannavaro clears it away. The ball goes in. Haaland! They've got to be quick to recover this. And that was very necessary. And it's Lahm. Now the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Messi. Conte. That's Gerrard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Over to the left. Lahm is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pirlo. Cruyff, who's set up one goal so far. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically.
The attendance
Messi.
for this match was
Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. He is through here. Hoeneß providing an outlet on that flank.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rummenigge. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Gattuso. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Messi. Hoeneß.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And here's Owen. Hoeneß. Pirlo wins the duel this time. Haaland looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Owen. Messi. Now he's off and running. Well, played right into his path. Conte. Hoeneß goes on a charge down the left. Pirlo. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Rummenigge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Substitution for Manchester United.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Number 11, Hoeneß. Number 4, Deo Upamecano. Number 15,
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder
Conte.
there, and
Coming on
evident
the field,
annoyance.
Number 12,
Ah, he made it look a bit
Serginho.
predictable.
Number 17,
Hazard with the delivery.
Oh, how that
55,
cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It
Number
warranted
22,
a finishing touch.
Manuel Petit. Substitutions taking place.
Early ball out from the back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Some good work on the right flank here. Out of play for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Now it's Eto'o. Lahm tries to play it through. Played in by Eto'o. And he's quick to get it clear again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Hazard. Not the most accurate pass.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Manchester
Number
United
30,
making consecutive
Messi.
changes here.
Coming on the
Maradona
field
getting the call
is
here in what can
number
be
10.
interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
And it's Neymar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the...
And that is that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
And now,
Well, neither
I'd just
side
like
could
to
get
read
over the
out
line
our
here.
fan
Perhaps
members
one
with
team...
some-
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and
the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lam. Yaya Toure. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Haaland. Lovely feet. Nedved. Vitinha. Yaya Toure. Now it's Dembele. Gattuso. And it's Dembele. Nesta cuts out the pass. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, that's nice. Toure defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That has been cut short. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Vitinha. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Melbourne City yet to have an attempt on goal. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Chance! Decent enough try.
Messi is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And it's Gullit. Dembele. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Melbourne City do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boy.
He gets big! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Melbourne City with the corner, they're first. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Played in. He's got tall. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played, well played. Pirlo. Now Cruyff. Dembele. And it's Yaya Toure. Played out towards the right wing. Gullit. Gattuso. Cruyff. Cruyff. He's under a lot of pressure there. Gattuso. Haaland. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Tries to pass it through. Suarez looking to run onto it. Leicester with the clearance. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Bergomi producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Chance here to counter. Dembele cuts a frustrated figure right now, he just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Now, can they get him away?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Gullit. Cruyff. Lahm. And it's Messi. Threads one in. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Melbourne City clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, what a... And a chance! Bergomi gets it clear. Cruyff. Can he spark a counter here? Gattuso. Oh, good spread. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Messi. Now Pirlo. And the cross comes in. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Rummenigge, Cruyff, tries to play it through. That's an excellent interception. Looking to play him in. Very nicely done. Looking to go deep. Araujo tries to clear. It's a pretty loose pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Dembele. Dembele looking to penetrate opposition lines. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Looking for options for movement. Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, easy pickings there. Aims beyond the defence. Messi. Haaland. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Gattuso. And it's Hullet. Cruyff. Looking tidy in possession here. 75 minutes played. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. There's the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution on the field.
It's their second corner of the game.
Erling Haaland. Number 7, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Johan Cruyff.
And the keeper beats it
Number
away.
10, Messi. Number 8,
And this is Pirlo.
Gattuso.
Knocks it into
Coming
space.
on the field, number 11,
Oh, nice
Didier
touch.
Drogba. Number 19,
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Eto'o. Number 18,
And he has shown him a yellow card.
number 17, Hazard. Number 25.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Substitution in progress.
There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Oh, such a clever touch.
Melbourne City clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Eto'o. And he's there to make the challenge. Zico has got himself a free kick. Engages and forces him off the ball. Zico. Searching pass he's played there. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Toure can get it clear. Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Melbourne City are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
There will
Lam
be 1
makes the
minute added
interception.
time.
And he's forced to go back. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture? Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the shot, tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Rummenigge, expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that was very necessary.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
There's the shot! He has done it! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Cruyff. Rummenigge. And that's an excellent interception. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. He's picked his way through. Lahm receives it in a wide position. Rijkaard clears it away. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, delightful ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now it's Haaland. Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Gattuso.
Melbourne City really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rummenigge. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Albertini. Gattuso. Oh, super ball! That's very neat. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. Gattuso. Cruyff. And it's Lahm. Oh, played right into his path. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! It's there! Calm, composed, confident, What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Haaland.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That looks a good ball through. Albertini. Serginho. Rafael Leao. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here. Deftly out wide. Cruyff. And reclaimed it in a trice. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Gullit. Gullit is fouled. Now it's Insigne. Takes on his marker. Great vision. Can he latch on to this? Gullit has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Albertini looking to play it into the box.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Cleared away. Spread out to the left. Gattuso. And that has been slung wide. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Cruyff. And that's definitely not his best. There's the whistle for half-time. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Melbourne City really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic... Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's away. Real chance. It's in. And there's the goal they've been looking for. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
He has found the way. Decent chance! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That really... And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un cappellino blu è atteso all'area informazioni.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, Thomas Rtd1 will have a busy game, I think, certainly on the creative front.
Just looking back over his career, Jim, I sometimes wonder whether he's been a bit underrated.
Well, I suppose there is an element of what might have been with him. You don't expect him to give you more than 25 games in a season, but he's never let his side down.
Rosicki! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Aims beyond the defence. Delivers with... Oh, smashing header! What a wonderful goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Played out towards the right wing. Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Messi. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Bergomi makes the interception. Not the most convincing of passes. Modric powering forward here. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Opts for safety, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Modric. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Rtd1. Rtd1 running with the ball. Here's Tchouaméni. And it's Rtd1. And it's Modric. Has a look and plays it forward. Tchouaméni. Rtd1. Cruyff. Neto looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, there's a probing ball. Melbourne City looking to pass their way through. He's going for goal! Great effort, but no way through. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Throw it. Akanji. Tchouaméni, Modric, and it's Tchouaméni. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He has a look up. Messi gets flagged offside. Tchouaméni. Melbourne City looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Haaland can be a real threat inside the box. Played back to the goalkeeper. Eric Garcia. Now Modric. Chouameni. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Messi. And across it goes. Modric. That's Rtd1. And it's Modric. Rtd1 driving forward. Nicely weighted ball. Barcola's cross. Bergomi tries to clear. And he's there to get it away. For Rtd1. Tries a measured ball. And the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Melbourne City leading 1-0 at the break.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our charity fund, Chance in Football. Substitution for Arsenal.
Here we go again.
29.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Well, that's a good ball. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from the big game.
Doku proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lam. Eto'o is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
He's having a shot! It's in! And they get themselves in front! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 18.
Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Melbourne City go into the lead.
Number 20, David Villa. Number 4,
Eric Garcia.
Isco.
Distributed tidily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Cruyff gets it away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Eric Garcia. And here's Isco.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
David Villa goes steaming forward. Pulisic. David Villa. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff tries looking up for options on the left. Eto'o stood his ground strongly. And the shot! Eric Garcia gets good distance on it.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 5, Modric. Number 7, Pulisic. Coming on the field, number 6,
gone out for a throw-in.
Ruben Neves. Number 10, Phil Foden. Substitutions taking place.
Now he's off and running.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Ruben Neves. Melbourne City are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Tchouaméni, Saliba. So what can they make of this? Now it's Villa. Hazard. Hazard tries making a foray down the right. That's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's there to belt it away. For Nesta. And they're back on the ball again. Tchouaméni, probing pass, and he was quick to react. Very much into the last knockings. And here's Isco. David Villa, and the shot!
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
That is a brilliant interception. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. 2 minutes to be added on. Hazard tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Isco, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tchouaméni, Isco. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Melbourne City pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed.
Just a quick announcement.
After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
you